Negotiation and self-selling both goes hand in hand. So when you sit for any discussion or where you need to talk about selling your ideas and selling yourself, you need to really master one skill, that is negotiation. So again, you need to use negotiation along with the persuasion skill to make it more effective. So while doing negotiation, you need to understand other party, their requirement, and accordingly you need to position yourself. So that's where your listening skill, your patience, your tolerance, and when you need to take that control position in order to drive that negotiation, that plays very important role. So let's see various aspects of negotiation skills. When we talk about negotiation skills, we are going to see key elements of negotiation skill, various strategies to have the successful negotiation, and I have given very good example of salary negotiation. So let's see what is there as part of the negotiation skill. So negotiation skill means it is a give and take policy where you need to take yourself back, and at the same time you have to accept some ideas, something from other person. So that's where you can drive your negotiation agenda. Negotiation skills are essential in various aspects of life, especially in professional setting. So in your professional life, you sell yourself lots of occasions. So it can be representing your technical knowledge, representing your ideas to other person, or it can be convincing something to match your opinion. So there are various places where you need to play a vital role while selling yourself. Effective negotiation can lead to win-win outcome, strengthen relationship, and achieve mutual benefit agreements. So negotiation skill also plays very important role in order to maintain your healthy work relationship. Coming to the next part related with negotiation skill is key element of negotiation skill. So let's see what things are required when it comes to the negotiation skill. So the first one, which is very important, that is active listening. Pay close attention to other parties' needs, interests, and concern. Actively listening help you understand their perspective, identify potential areas of agreement. So you need to first agree to the disagreement that we already saw, right? And slowly take them to the right direction where you want to drive that negotiation conversation. Empathy. Empathy means you need to put yourself on the shoes of that other person. Try to understand his emotions and requirement and motives, and accordingly you need to position yourself. Showing empathy can foster a more collaborative and positive negotiation environment. So empathy plays very important role in this case. Moving on to the next aspect of negotiation is non-verbal communication. When you sit for the negotiation, it is not your words, but how you put your tonality, how you put your facial expression, how you convey that message, that plays very important role. So your non-verbal communication involves lots of aspects, but don't be over-conscious while doing that. Just try to understand that person, true to your intentions, and probably rest of the things will be automatically taken care. Coming to the next part is problem solving. So when we sit for the negotiation, ultimately we are selling some solution where other party is more interested in getting that solution. It is like an opportunity to find creative solution and address both parties' interest and need. So that's where how you handle that problem and how you come to the mutual needs of both parties, that plays very important role. Now coming to the next part is flexibility. You need to be open to accept other person's opinion. That is very important. Adapt your approach during negotiation skill. So you need to be in a position to take some input from other party as well. Coming to the next negotiation skill is resilience. So stay composed, maintain a constructive attitude even if negotiation becomes challenging or tense. So whenever things goes right, everybody will be happy, and that is happy-go-lucky environment. But your real skills comes into the picture when things are not going as per your expectation and there are challenges. So that is the point where you need to maintain your composure, you need to be in a more controlled state and drive the things in a right direction. That is the most important aspect of negotiation skill. So coming to the next part is about strategies for successful negotiation. So let's see what is there. For any kind of activity where it is important to have that discussion, that meeting, first thing that you need to prepare thoroughly. You need to prepare well. Understand your own objectives, constraint as well as other parties' interest and priority. Anticipate potential objections that we already saw as part of the objection handling. Come up with those objections and have a clear understanding of your negotiation limits. So what is your limitation when it comes to the negotiation? Try to gauge that and accordingly position yourself during that conversation. Focus on interest, not positions. So instead of sticking rigidly to specific demands or position, focus on understanding the underlying interest needs of both parties. So you need to again connect emotionally, try to fetch out the right information from other party that we saw as part of persuasion skill, and accordingly you need to position and connect with them. Build rapport. This is what I was talking about, right? You need to establish that emotional connect and build the rapport in order to match with their expectations so that they will get convinced and they will agree with your ideas. So you need to build that rapport by putting right question and getting that right answer. Offer value. Again, even if you are connected, but if you offer them too much value, and it should be in such a way that it is very hard them to reject that offer. Putting the right value proposition as part of the negotiation plays very important role. So offer them value, value, value. Coming to the next part, that is finding common ground. So there could be the chance that you are not agreeing with certain points. So you need to identify that middle ground where both parties will be reaching to certain level of agreement. Coming to the next is know when to walk away. So it is not always the case when it comes to the negotiation. Every client is not your client. Every idea you can't sell to everyone else, because if that person is really looking for the solution and matching with your frequency, definitely you will be in a good position to sell them. But there are certain tricky people and they are really not interested. They come with certain predefined mindset, and in that case you need to decide when to walk away. While aiming for win-win outcome is important, sometimes an agreement may not be possible or beneficial. Be prepared to walk away if the terms are not favorable or do not align with your objective. So mainly when I see the negotiation, particularly selling yourself or your idea, product, service, it is all about financial point where we see lots of disagreement. So never put yourself in such a position where you will be having more pain as part of that agreement and you have to suffer a lot. So check that balance also and accordingly take that decision and walk away from that negotiation. Follow through. So even if suppose things are not work within the first meeting as part of the first negotiation, keep on following up with your prospect. So who knows, they may feel that you give them right offer, right value, and they can come back to you and they will purchase your product and service and ideas. So that is the importance of negotiation skill. So again, I have given very good example here about salary negotiation. So most of the time when you switch your job from one place to another place, or even your year-end evaluation, you need to do salary negotiation. So how you can approach to salary negotiation is, first start with gratitude and enthusiasm. So whatever you are getting, express your gratitude for the kind of work, kind of project you got, so that you can position yourself in a better way. So that greeting part and enthusiasm plays very important role. Then address your low salary issues. Means by having this low salary, what kind of personal or professional pain you are going through. I mean, you can say directly, I have taken a home loan and I have to pay that home loan as a personal reason, or I have some personal liabilities where I need to have a better salary package. So whatever things are there associated with your low salary, you can talk about that. Then coming to the next part, that is about persuasion. We already talked, that is one-on-one closing. So you need to put the pain area, means by having that low salary, it is not beneficial to you also, because there are people, those who search for the jobs also outside, and give that pain area. If I go away, so how that environment will be. Already I have spent 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years in this environment, and I know things pretty much well, and it expedites things. So talk about those pain and problem area. Then intensify that pain by saying that this is not beneficial to you and even organization, where you will spend more time, energy, and may end up giving more salary to other person. So why not to give that salary to me? You will be in a more peaceful state. So talk about that peace also by having you there. In terms of increasing your salary, you need to show them that dream and hope by reinforcing your achievements, reiterate your market value, knowledge, skill during that negotiation. Apart from this salary negotiations topic, I have attached a template for salary negotiation. Please download it, go through it, and understand how you can position yourself in a better way while negotiating your salary. So this is just one example. I talked about salary negotiation. Similar approach you can apply at other places. So negotiation, persuasion, and closing, these things go hand in hand during your self-selling. So use them very effectively. You will see those magical results. Put in the comment section any 3 points which you understood as part of negotiation skills.